Flexion. Ay, I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let this chopper eat his liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the bitch.
What's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy AJ coming at y'all with another banger video. Today what I'm gonna be doing is telling a story time. I'm gonna be telling the story of the time me and my two IRL friends jumped off a moving train, bro. And it was going like lightning speed and we almost died. Alright, now look. Hold on. Good. I gotta get right here. Y'all probably hear something in the background. I don't know. Alright. Like I was saying, man, y'all probably hear something in the background. That's nothing mine. You know what I'm saying? Heat on, man. I gotta get cozy. You feel me? Y'all see I'm rocking a little windbreaker drip. I always had a windbreaker drip. You feel me, man? Kicks of the day, man. All red 12. Y'all know how we rocking. But look, check this out, man. Alright, so this story started out, man. It was crazy, bro. We almost died. I'm lucky to be alive right now. But I'm gonna get right into the story. Alright, so it was a Sunday. I remember it was like a Sunday around 12-ish, and around this time, man, we were some filthy scoundrels, man. Especially for those of you that know me, I live in Chicago, the South Side, so we already in the slums. First off, come on, we in the slums. Then we was like some filthy scoundrels, man. We was some outlaws, some rebels, whatever you can think of, man. We was that. You feel me? So it was me, number one, my friend Jada Gray, as some of you know him, or James. And then my friend Jarvis, which you might not know him, because I really don't, you know what I'm saying, talking about him too much on my channel. Now it was us three. Now y'all should know Jada Gray on our back, man. My man's James. But it was us three. At the time, I was probably like 16. James was probably finna turn 17 or 17. And Jarvis was like 14 or 15. No, he's probably like 13 or 14. He's not that. Yeah, he's like 2 years younger than us. I don't remember, but hey, that's what we're gonna say the ages was, man. We ain't gonna get too much in detail of it. So we wanted to go on an adventure. We wanted to do something. We wanted to have fun. It was the summertime, right before my freshman year. So you know we had to get right, or was it? I don't exactly remember. We ain't gonna go too much in detail, but we wanted to go on an adventure. So it was like a freight train. Now, for those of you that don't know what a freight train is, it's like a train that carry coal, or it could carry stuff like cars and new things that it's supposed to be imported to stores. I'm gonna show a picture right here of how a freight train looks. So we went by the tracks of a freight train, which was located right by my man's James Grammar School. So we were just waiting for a train to come. We said when a train comes, we gonna hop on it. Now I told you, we were some filthy scoundrels, so we wasn't thinking of what can happen once we hop on that train. We just wanted to go on an adventure and have some fun on some Diego and Dora type shit, you feel me? So we wait for a train to come, one finally come. Now we're hiding in the grass like it's World War II, and we trying to get away from the Japanese or something, or the Germans. We was filthy in the grass, and we just hiding so the conductor can't see us, so he can go past. Now when this first train went past, it was going so slow, so we can hop on and hop off, and we won't be, you know what I'm saying, we won't be hurt, we'll be safe. So we hopped on the train, and we were just hopping on and off. Then we finally sat down on the train, and we stayed there. Now, we rode the train until it stopped, and we didn't know where exactly it was gonna stop. Now, remember at the beginning, I told you, we were filthy scoundrels. So before we even hopped on that train, I gotta rewind back a little bit. It was a store right around the corner from my house, and we broke into that store, which it was already closed down because it got robbed so many times. But we broke into the store that was closed down, no longer in business, and grabbed whatever snacks we could, you feel me? Now the store was abandoned and empty for about some years. So we had to make sure the stuff that we grabbed wasn't expired yet, and we had some snacks for our ride. Alright, so fast forward back, we sitting on the train eating our snacks, and we just waiting to see where the train is gonna take us. Finally the train come to a stop, and it's like all rocks everywhere and stuff. And you see like spray paint cans on the ground. So I pick up a spray paint can, and it's pink. It busts all over my shoes. Now I knew, pause. that was. Alright, so I knew coming into this that we were gonna get dirty, so I wore like some jogging pants, and then I wore some Converse, which you'll probably never catch me wearing now. You know what I'm saying? Jordans only, you feel me? But so the spray paint got on my shoes, so I started just like spraying. I don't know how to, tag or nothing like that, so I just started spraying anything on the train cars. So we wondered where we at, and we started going through the rocks, and we found an empty conductor cart that was separated from a train. We went inside, it was a mini fridge. We opened the mini fridge and it was small bottles of water. Now it was really hot outside, so of course, we were parched, man. We were thirsty. Tongue was dry, man. We needed something. I'm ugly, but alright, so we drinking the water, we walk out the cart, and a security guard said, "Hey, assholes, come here." So instantly, if you from Chicago, man, we had to get up out of there, man. Y'all heard my sister screaming background, but we had to get up out of that, man. No time wasted, man. If you from Chicago, we always used to do that. That's something Chicago people do with their hands, bro, on their laps, bro. Hey, but we had to get up out of there. So me and my man James, we started running. Now we took flight. I told you we were the oldest at the time. James is the same age as me, but his birthday's in July, mine's in September, so he turned an age before me. So we're running, and we're thinking the whole time Jarvis is running with us. So we run, and we finally get far enough, and we stop. And it was like a movie, because I'm running, and it's a train between me and James. So I'm right here, the train's right here, James on the other side of the train. And when they're running in a movie, and they show like the ground, and you can see their feet, I was like, James. He's like, Antoine. Making sure, we safe, and we not splitting up. So we finally got back together, and damn, where's Jarvis? So we wondering, like, where's Jarvis? And we're just walking, like, dang, bro. And the train started to pull off. So as the train started to pull off, the sheriff car tried to sneak behind us, like it was driving behind us real quietly. So we, got up out of there again, man, had to take flight. We hopped on the train as it was pulling off, and we thinking we're free. Then as we on the train, I'm realizing like Jarvis is probably like 13, 14 at this time. Also, you never leave your homies behind. So we can't leave Jarvis, bro. We gotta hop off. So it was like they were trying to trap us. The sheriff was on this side, and we were between the cart, and then like some train conductors was on this side. So we hopped off, and we ran through like some bushes and vines. And as I tripped, I was running through the vines. I tripped, and when I tripped, if you ever saw that show Cops, you heard like the sheriff get out the car, slam the door, and start running at us, and you can hear us like handcuffs and stuff jiggling. That's on this little I forgot what it's called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So I fell, and it's vines, so vines are really hard. So I got the strength of all my ancestors, the filthiness of a slave, and I said, and I just ripped the vines. I felt like Hulk, you feel me, man? I was going crazy out there. So I'm running up the hill, and I slip and hit my knee and fall on some rocks. So now James, being as stupid as he is, if y'all know James, he's a goofy. He thinking I'm trying to duck and hide, and he jumps into the pile of rocks and hurt himself. I said, why you just do that? He said, I thought you was hiding. I said, no, nigga, I slipped and fell. He said, oh, so it was crazy. So we finally hopped over the bridge, and when we hopped over the bridge, for all the people that live in Chicago or been in Chicago, you gonna know this is familiar. We were by the bridge at Forest City. So if you going over that bridge by Forest City, it's like a little army base and stuff. And now we know where we at. This train finally took us to somewhere we knew, Forest City. So we merged. And if you don't know what merge is, that's like saying put it on God. Like that's something, or put it on somebody dead. That's something people say in Chicago. So we merged. We about Forest City. So I say, I feel like I just escaped slavery. James like, I feel like I just escaped prostitution. Like, I'm just playing. He didn't say prostitution. He's like, I feel like I just escaped jail. So we walking along the bridge, and all of a sudden, James, hey, turn around. Come on, nigga, what? Turn around for what? He, turn around. I turn around, the sheriff car right there. I don't know how it got there. I think the sheriff car was standing up on the back wheels and tiptoeing like a human, bro, because it did not make no noise. So the sheriff stopped. Why was y'all on the train? I was trying to talk tough, yelling loud, because he the authority. We did trespass, did some stuff we weren't supposed to do. So we look in the back seat, and there go Jarvis. I cut the sheriff off. I'm like, there go Jarvis. I see this nigga Jarvis in the back seat crying. He got dirt coming down his face and stuff. So Jarvis, boy. So then the sheriff was like, I'm gonna drop y'all friend off at the corner. Do y'all wanna get in for a ride? Now, if you know, he tried to finesse, man. Well, you not getting us, we not hopping in for no ride, man. You could drop him off at the corner, we'll walk all the way over the bridge ourselves. Ain't no pain in our game, man. We gonna walk. I ain't finna get in that sheriff car, no sir. So he did, you know what I'm saying, go up with what he said. He did drop him off at the corner. And we, damn, Jarvis, how you get caught? He said, oh, I thought y'all went to him. He said, no, nigga, why you didn't run? Why would you ever go to the police? He was scared and stuff, man. He didn't feel like running or whatever. All right, so now he told us, don't go back on that train. But you know, us being black and some filthy scoundrels, man, we wasn't listening. So we went back on the train and we waited for it to pull off so we can get back home. Now, I'm telling you, the train took forever to finally decide that it wanted to pull off. And then when it pulled off, it kept stopping and going, stopping and going. Now, this time we were safe and secure inside a conductor's car because this train had like 4 to 5 conductor's cars connected to one train. So I'm okay, bet. So we're just going through, you know what I'm saying, sitting down, having fun. And then all of a sudden, the train starts going really fast. And when it goes fast, I was like, I bet. If the train is too fast, by the time we get back Stag, which is our stop where we got on at, I'm going to pull the emergency brake and we're going to get off. So next thing you know, we're at our stop and the train going really fast and we step out and we're on the stairs looking at the ground. Now we got to get off the train. We can't stay on this train. It's late and we don't want to get in trouble by our parents. We thinking it's later than it actually was. It was probably like 7, but we thinking it's like 11 or 12. So oh snap, we gotta get off, we gotta get off. So if you know me, if I say on my grandma, then count to 3, I'm doing it. Like without a doubt, I'm doing it. So I was like, well, on my grandma on 3, I'm jumping off. Now I jumped off 3 blocks after the stop that we got on at because I was kind of scared and hesitant. But I said 1, 2, 3, and I just jumped and I let go. And I fell like face forward almost. Like luckily I crouched and rolled a little bit. Then my head hit the rocks and then I just started rolling. I got up. I didn't feel like I was hurt or nothing like that. I didn't feel no, pain at the moment. Then I looked back and they were still on the train. And I'm like, wow, they're really scared. So I just ran home. I heard that the youngest one, Jarvis, he jumped off a little bit after me. And then the dude, James, jumped off like blocks and miles away. Like he was scared. But he ended up jumping off. But I just ran home because I was shaking up a little bit. So when I ran home, I took off my glove and like right here on my hand, I had a big cut on my hand and I had a big knot on my head. But luckily I survived, man. I didn't die, you feel me? We didn't tell our parents what happened until like a couple years later. James was talking to my sister about it and my mama heard. And yeah, man, I almost died, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of stupid. But you know, anytime the police come in and you in Chicago, you gotta make sure you get up out of there. Not just playing, but that's all I got, man. I hope you enjoyed that story time. I'm gonna come with more, man. Funnier story times, man. Some of the sexual story times of how I lost my virginity, all that, man. But it's your boy AJ, and I'll catch y'all next.